and welcome back to the Football Chat podcast. We continue on looking at every single Premier League club's season just gone and their prospects for the season now coming. And today we move on to Leeds. These are coming daily at the moment, so if you're enjoying the series, make sure to hit the like button and get involved in the comments down below. Tell us how much you're loving it. But yeah, Leeds now. Difficult 2022-23 campaign. They just really struggled. Sorry, 2021-22 campaign, not 2022-23. We've not seen that yet. I don't have a crystal ball. But last season was very difficult for Leeds.
It was tough. It was really tough. Obviously, first part of the season under Marcelo Bielsa was really tough.
There was, I think, stubbornness as a general thing cost Leeds this season. The stubbornness from Bielsa to never change the tactic even when things went wrong.
Despite the injuries and
the stubbornness from the owners and the recruitment staff to never buy anyone to replace those injured players. It was never going to work, and they struggled.
They were really lucky to stay up.
Because it could have gone either way.
I don't know how they went into that January transfer window and thought, well, we haven't got a striker, any defence, and we're down to two midfielders. And they went, yeah, we don't need to sign.
They responded by just like their media message was, well, we're giving minutes to our youngsters. Oh, excellent. Because at least Lewis Bates getting some minutes as you get relegated.
Yessi Marsh.
They have just stayed up, though.
Yessi Marsh managed to keep Leeds above water. And just.
To be fair, they've stayed up now, so maybe they were right to go the way they have because it's given them the money in this window to be able to invest.
And they've got the right manager.
And it's been very, very good. We'll get into recruitment after we've done Ask or Keep or Sell, but yeah, it's been very, very good from them so far. Yeah, look, they were out of the cups early last year.
Yeah, obviously
it was a terrible campaign in the Premier League. This season, I think they will turn their fortunes around. That's because they've undergone quite the squad overhaul. To which, let's get into squad, keep or sell. This is what we've got with my favourite part. It creates the most debate, the most discussion.
Love it.
And I love it because you don't really look at all the Premier League clubs and their full deep squads and go, "What? How is he there?
Why?
What's going? Who's he?"
Got 3 centre-halves.
Yeah, exactly. Right, Leeds then. Looking at their goalkeeping situation, I think they're fairly comfortable with their keepers. Ilan Meslier.
Fantastic goalkeeper.
Definitely a keep. Kiko Casilla is a fine backup.
Yeah.
And Christopher Clayson.
Again, fine third.
I think he's young, probably. Somehow, both him and Kiko Casilla share the number 13 shirt. So, that's fun. How that's happening. Also, there we go, Kiko Casilla. He's been at Elche this season, so that would explain that. He's not really been around doing anything at Leeds. So, Clayson more of the backup. On to defenders then, because I don't think they could. Maybe if you can get a second choice keeper, sell Casilla. I don't know. There's not much Leeds are going to do there. On defenders though, Luke Ayling, definitely keep for now. Junior Firpo looked a bit shaky last season, but he'll be fine.
Yeah.
Ayling will probably will he start? I imagine Christensen will start, but could Ayling start at centre half? I guess it depends on tactics. If it's a 3-back, he'd definitely start, but 2-back maybe not. Robin Koch,
good centre half,
has done well. In his first Premier League season. Liam Cooper,
again, he's a bit of a leader.
Fine backup.
He was injured for most of last season.
Yeah, he's an okay backup. He'll do a job if needed. Diego Llorente looked good at times last season, shaky at others, but he's fine for now. Pascal Struijk, a little bit prone to 2-footing someone or getting injured.
But he can cover in midfield and centre half, so he's a very good.
But as you say, offers a lot of coverage. And then of course Rasmus Christensen, he's not going anywhere. And then the youth they talk about, Leith Davis, Hjelde and Cody Dramere.
Keep all of them. They all featured a couple of times last season due to the injury crisis, and they all did decently.
Definitely keep them around. Adam Forshaw, moving on to midfielders then. Let him go. Yeah. Sell him if you can get a bit of money. I know they lost Calvin Phillips, but they replaced him expertly with the addition of Mark Roca.
That's a good sign.
I think from Bayern Munich for around 10 mil it was, I think, or 5 mil, something like that. A very good signing. I think Roca will do well. In this Leeds team next season. So they can afford to lose Forshaw. They might need to bring in another DM then to be back up. Oh no, they don't. Sorry, we'll get onto that in a moment. Stuart Dallas.
Yeah, keep.
He's done well.
He can out wide as well.
Yeah, exactly. Well, he's more of a wide player. He doesn't really play in the middle. Dan James.
Keep 100%.
He did well last season.
Yeah.
I think if he can find form, it will be very good for him. Jack Harrison.
Again, he had a decent. I remember his hat trick against West Ham. That was a big win for them.
A lot of very good players in this Leeds squad now. And then you've got like Crescenzo Somerville, who you just can imagine you keep around for now. Matthias Klich,
He's a fantastic
definite
player.
keep. There's some young Polish lad. I thought maybe he was old, in which case you sell him. But Matthias Bigus, keep him around.
He played a couple of times. He could
Jamie Shackleton's a definite keep. Very good young player, Shackleton. And then Tyler Adams. What a signing, by the way, from Leeds. 15 mil.
Fantastic signing.
The RB Leipzig CDM I think will do really well for Leeds next season.
Jesse Marsh's American Army.
Exactly. They've also added Brendan Aronson from RB Salzburg.
Fantastic deals.
Stunning deals so far from Leeds. And then Darko Gayavi is another player they added. I don't know where from. Archie Gray's there.
Yeah, he's decent.
Number 63. Just 16 years of age.
Stuff.
You're not letting him go anywhere.
No.
Well, potentially.
He'll develop quite well.
I guess. On to the forwards then. Ian Pervada.
Do they need him? How many forwards have they got?
I was going to say, because, they've added someone that we'll get on to soon. They've got Harrison and James who can play on the wings. They've also got, I think you don't really want Helder Costa around the squad either.
No.
So maybe add another winger and sell all of Pervada and sell Costa.
Yeah.
I've also got Dallas as well, who can play those kind of areas. Patty B, Patrick Bamford.
If he can stay fit, he'll be crucial.
Definite keep. Joe Gelhardt.
Again,
I was going to say, proved his worth last year. Rodrigo.
You keep him.
Rodrigo, yeah.
I'll keep him.
He's
backup.
Fine, he's not set the world alight, but he's also not done horrifically.
No.
Have a quick look at his stats, see whether they line up. 6 goals in 31 matches last season as a striker. He's not stunning. But he is more of an attacking mid-role. And I guess if he's playing there, in rotation with Aronson, you imagine they'll definitely play with an attacking mid, so I think you'd rather have him there and give Gelhardt minutes up front. Sam Greenwood, I would say loan.
Yeah, don't really need him around the squad.
Yeah, there's a few players that you could loan, like Archie.
Yeah.
I don't think you can loan 16-year-olds.
No, I was going to say, he's need 3.
Maybe Bogusz, Crescenzo, Somerville, Hjelde, someone like you can loan some of them. And then Louis Sinistera,
another great
the big transfer
deal.
from PSV. And I think the thing that makes Leeds business even better is the fact that they've replaced everything they needed and then used that money to provide like quality in other areas. They've got rid of. So Calvin Phillips is obviously a massive loss, but I don't think
they've. By Rocco and Tyler
Adams. I think the two of them can make up for the loss of Phillips.
Then you have Rafinha.
Rafinha's very, very good, and they're going to struggle to replicate his goals and assists. Sinistera, it depends on how long he takes to adapt to the Premier League. But
I think
equally, if you bring in, I think Aronson can replace the assists, Sinistera replaces the creativity, but also the goals.
And you then get Bamford back fit that he didn't have last season. Dan James.
He's going to feel like a new signing. Dan James is fine. He's not like Messi, but he'll
do a decent
score
job
a few goals. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, him on the right, Sinistera on the left. In fact, I would probably start Harrison and Sinistera.
Yeah.
And then Patty B up front.
And then Dan James and Rodrigo aren't bad options coming from.
Another 4-2-3-1. Seen a lot of that. And then Christensen, that right back, I think will just offer a lot more going forward than Ayling does. Ayling's very good going forward, but he is not so good at covering himself and getting back, which does create a big problem.
Yeah.
I remember last season they lost 5-1 to United on the opening day. Ayling got a banger and got sent off in the same game, I think.
Yeah.
So, I think that just demonstrates.
I do think under Jesse Marsh they're in a much better position than they were Bielsa, because Bielsa just stuck to his one tactic, which then means that either when you don't have the right players to fit that system, it goes badly, or if you need a tactical change in the game, it goes badly because he didn't change it.
Yeah, certainly changes needed. And we didn't actually, I think we glossed over a bit, but Ian Pervada and Helder Costa, I'd be more than happy to see leave.
Yeah.
You can recoup maybe 5 mil combined there. So might as well. It might help out with FFP and then fund another transfer.
Definitely.
I don't know if Leeds. We'll go to transfer news, but they've done a lot.
They've done most of their business, yeah.
They've signed Aronson, Adams, Sinistera, Christensen.
Because they've got depth. They've got quality.
Yeah, I'll see what else they're linked with. See whether that changes
improve.
your mind.
Backup keeper, maybe. That's about it, really.
What? Oh my! Right, this says... So the title of this threw me. It says, Newcastle, West Ham and Leeds seriously interested in Man United's Ronaldo. Alternative.
Oh, God.
Mate, I fully went, what? How is Ronaldo going to be lining up at Ellen Road next year? Apparently, right, so they're actually interested in Ivan Toney, with United also tracking the situation of the forward.
But they want to put Ronaldo in the title.
I don't see why Toney moves to any of those.
No.
In Brentford, he's doing fine at. Newcastle don't really need a striker with Wilson, so that makes no sense to me. West Ham definitely need a striker, 100%.
Yeah, definitely. But
I think they could get Gianluca Scamacca, and then Leeds. Bamford's fine. I know he's very injury prone, so maybe bring in another one. Rodrigo's not really good enough as a backup. Maybe go and look at yeah, you need probably a loan, as I was saying on the Fulham pod. Maybe a loan for Delap or Scarlett or someone like that.
I think everyone's on better.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay, you don't know. Yeah, they just need a striker that's going to get goals.
I think it's
a good backup to the very injury-prone Bamford.
Sit on the bench.
Exactly. Dan James can cover in the central area, so he's not horrific.
Even Harrison could if you really wanted to. Joe
but I don't see that happening. Leeds were interested in De Ketelaere, the Belgian winger at Club Brugge, but I think he'll be going to...
And they've got enough wingers.
Yeah, I think he'll go to United potentially, or Leicester, both interested.
Yeah.
And then Phil Hay, whoever he is, has dropped double white transfer claim.
Right.
Once their cookies thing load on whatever the hell this website is, I will have a cheeky gander at what Phil Hay's been saying. Okay, I think Phil Hay's... There we go. I thought Phil Hay was giving me a virus there, but no. Reliable journalist, Phil Hay. Apparently...
Let's have a look. Phil.
Hay said that a new goal scorer could well be joined by another left back. He's not said who. No. Interesting from Hay there. He's just said some words and everyone's gone, yeah, he smashed it. Pepe's been linked with a move.
Oh,
why is Nicolas Pepe being linked to everyone? Nobody buy... Right, if any Premier League club's watching, don't buy Nicolas Pepe.
It
won't go well. Oh, interesting. Cornet.
Again, I don't know why they didn't need...
Better than Firpo.
I guess I was covered left wing back. Yeah.
Oh no, start.
Left back, yeah.
Look how good he was last season, getting forward and creating chances.
He didn't play left back last season, did he?
Goals. That's all that Hayes said.
Right.
So, thank you, Phil Hay. That is about all.
Great.
Oh, well, hang on, we've got another player here.
Oh, God, it's Phil Hay again.
It's not. I don't know.
No, it doesn't count them.
Not
don't
real.
Trust it.
Arnaud Calimundo.
Oh, Calimundo,
yeah. I don't know who he is. I'll have a Google in a minute.
I recognise the name, but I
remain the key targets here. I think he's another striker.
Right.
It's obviously a backup. It'd be a very good backup.
Yeah.
And then Stoke City's Josh Tyman.
Don't do that.
Is a left back option as well. What's wrong with Tyman?
I don't know. I don't really rate him.
Okay.
League One.
Well, Phil Hay does.
So champion. Where are Stoke? Championship.
No one knows. Not even they know.
No, hang on. Which league are Stoke in?
They are the Championship.
I saw they just dropped off the face of the earth since they got relegated.
They're not doing much. Okay, Arnaud Calimundo, the reason you may have heard of him, I think he played at the Under-19s Euros. He's a young French forward who plays for PSG. Hang on. I think he was on loan at Lens last season by the looks of it.
I recognise his
Which
name.
would explain why
I think I played him in Football Manager.
People are talking about him. Because he's obviously at Lens did really well last season. Him and Seko Fofana. That would make sense. He's at PSG though. I don't know why PSG would want to sell him.
No. He's pretty good.
Does have 175k Instagram followers though, so
wow.
Pretty big time.
Yeah, big man.
Get him on the pod.
Yeah.
So if you fancy the trip to England, Callum Wendo, or maybe while you're doing your Leeds medical, just pop down here, do an exclusive interview.
Yeah.
I don't know if he speaks English. That could be the one minor problem because I only know bonjour. So we'll just keep greeting him.
Hello, please.
Yeah. That is all. Leeds have done it. There's not much to say. They've done their transfer business. They've sold all the players they really need to sell. They look like they're in for a good campaign, but still, I'd
say, again, bottom half.
The problem is, I don't think they're better than Villa.
No.
I think they could potentially be better than Leicester, though.
We'll see. Find out tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Find out tomorrow.
I forgot. We got the Leicester up next.
Yeah.
And then... the problem is, I don't know who's going to drop from the top clubs.
No.
Like, of the clubs around 8th, I saw someone say Brighton will get relegated, which is a very interesting prediction.
That is very interesting.
But I do think that Southampton will drop behind Leeds now, because Southampton don't have a striker. Whereas Leeds are trying to buy a second one now. So yeah, Leeds have done their business. There's not too much to say. I think they're in for a good campaign. I think Jesse Marsh has got a good thing going there.
I'll say top of the bottom half.
Okay, yeah, that does make sense. Yes, around that 12th, 11th mark, maybe higher if they have a really good season. I do think the fact that they have a lot of Americans will be interesting because I think they could get grouped at the World Cup. But I also think they could go far. They're either going to go like quarters and go for a good run, or they'll get knocked out in the groups and lose to like Wales and stuff.
That's not good.
No, that's not good. But it would be good for Leeds because their players will be back quicker.
No, but they'd be heartbroken after losing to Wales. Anyone lose to Wales?
Yeah, actually, that is a huge problem.
Yeah.
That's why Zinchenko's not a good idea to sign. He's going to be too sad.
And
Vitaly Mykolenko and Yarmolenko and everyone else that ends in Enko. But yeah, that is all for today. If you're on YouTube, head on over to the Spotify. And if you're on Spotify, head over to the YouTube. Share the love. Hit all the fun buttons to do fun things. The downloads, the add to episodes, the likes, the follows, the subscribes. All of those. Check out all the links in the description, by the way, as well, if you're on YouTube. And yeah, love hearing feedback. Get involved in the YouTube comment section. Yeah. And that is about all for today. I couldn't decide whether to say for or from. But that is all for today. Thank you all very much for watching. And we'll see you next time.
See ya.